Shift Change Videocast, episode 5.
This many.
One hand. Trent Edwards Videocast.
Tony Ludman.
Tony Ludman.
Wasn't he like a 30s number? Or no, he wears 32 on the Finnish national team, but 5 on the Sabres.
I don't know what his Finnish national team number is.
Well, you're not a real hockey fan.
Good point.
This guy's a phony.
Here's what happened last night.
They didn't air a Batman vs. Superman trailer. Can you believe it? This is crap. I was thinking for sure, oh, Super Bowl, finally, it's going to be the Batman vs. Superman trailer we've been waiting for freaking ever for, but no. Just Tomorrowland and more Jurassic World and...
Are you done?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, look. Here's the thing. I don't get angry about sports. It's just not my deal. I'm not that guy. I don't kick the dog. I don't throw a chair. I don't yell at my wife because of sports. I know guys who do that. Shut up! The Bills lost. Like, I'm mad.
Don't talk to me right now.
I'm angry. I need my snuggle pillow. I'm not like that.
You quietly ask for your snuggle pillow.
I watch the Bills lose year after year after year, and you know what? This cold, analytical, dead heart is cold and dead and analytical.
Robot doesn't care about the Bills losing.
So I watch the game, and I try to figure out what they can do the next time to not suck. But that game last night, the Super Bowl...
Oh, yes, that's what we're talking about.
Not Batman.
No.
It was infuriating.
Infuriating.
I was angry.
He was mad.
I was actually mad. I wasn't mean to any animals or my wife, but I was infuriated.
Inanimate objects caught hell for it.
It is... How do you not run the ball? How do you not run the ball? Run the ball. Hand it off to the guy with the dreads. He runs in the touchdown. Everybody's happy. The Patriots lose. And we can all celebrate and be thrilled that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady don't get another Super Bowl. You just had to hand off the ball.
Even if you didn't score on the very next play running the ball...
Got two more.
You have a timeout. The Patriots have 2 timeouts. And this is where you say, we want to leave as little on the clock as possible in case they get the ball back, just so nothing crazy Tom Brady happens. And you get that good, 5-yard run from Marshawn that almost gets to the end zone. And then you say, you know what? Let's mix it up. They're going to see the run coming. Because I bet they didn't see the run coming the previous play. Maybe there's no way we're just better and just could have run the ball all
or
we wanted.
Or the people didn't see coming all year, all of Marshawn's career, since being drafted as a first-round pick and being a Pro Bowler, and the beast mode thing where he threw the guy in the playoffs. They didn't see it coming, right? Like, they weren't expecting the run. They needed to be thrown off.
And then, if you think they're going to see run coming so you want to go pass, why would you not use that to your advantage and at least call like a play-action rollout or something? Something safe. Not going over the middle with, like, 0 space. The least amount of space possible to go over the middle. Let's just... Hey, Patriots, you know what? Good season, bros. You take it. We don't want it.
There's a play that... I mean, there's a play that teams use all the time. When they've got a good running back and they're about to stuff it in, they fake the handoff, they roll the quarterback out. They only have one of the best athlete quarterbacks in the league, right?
Top 2.
So,
him and Kaepernick, probably.
Cam Newton.
Russell's faster, though.
Ryan Tannehill's pretty quick. Alex Smith, but those guys are not in his range.
In terms of speed, I'd say top 2.
I mean, he's like doing like Neo stuff last night. I mean, he was like standing in the pocket, and he would just sort of look around like, come at me, bro. And then as soon as they did, he would dodge people and run for 20 yards. This guy, that's the quarterback. Fake a handoff, roll him to the right, have a tight end leak out, and if there's nothing there, throw it out of the back of the end zone. It's the Super Bowl!
Or just
you can't mess around. You cannot mess around in the Super Bowl. I think it is the first time in history of sports where literally every person who watched the game agrees that that was the stupidest call ever. And Pete Carroll's explanation, you know what I would have liked to hear? Yeah, we saw that in pregame and thought it would be good. Mm-hmm. Instead, it's some convoluted crap about the clock or about how we didn't want to win it on second down. You didn't want to win it on second down. Like, it wouldn't have been as legit then. We got to win it on third down.
None of that. It's just, he just doesn't want to say, you know what? That was just the dumbest thing that anyone's ever done. Sorry, guys.
And then everybody's blaming each other. You got a Seattle Seahawks player, anonymous, of course, who says that Pete Carroll may have wanted Russell Wilson to be the star of the game.
Ugh.
Please.
Come on.
I think he'd rather win the Super Bowl.
He would definitely rather win the Super Bowl.
Then you've got the offensive coordinator, who should be shot into the sun after being covered in gasoline. Just to add that little extra flair.
Well, yeah, because, see, he'll stink on the ride up. Then when he gets too close to the sun, he'll combust faster than humans normally would because he's covered in gasoline.
So him...
Science.
He blames the wide receiver.
Ugh. Can't do that.
Oh, yeah. It's the wide receiver's fault. Now, look, I thought he alligator-armed it a little bit.
Little.
Like,
but it was a good break by the DB.
It was. It didn't exactly go through his hands, but it kind of did. Like,
Yeah.
the DB sort of reached around him and grabbed the ball and snatched it, which you have to think... A good wide receiver. Another point to be made that this wide receiver isn't good.
Plays for Seattle, so why the hell are you trusting your wide receivers when you could be trusting Marshawn Lynch or Russell Wilson to do something with his legs?
To show you the caliber of their wide receivers, the guy who had the most yards for the Seahawks never played before. Like, that's the caliber of wide receivers that you have, and you're going to trust some guy. I mean, he might be fine, but I mean, it wasn't a great play. But you're trusting him. It reminds me of like when the Bills threw to T.J. Graham at the end of a game where they had C.J. Spiller and Stevie Johnson.
That was a Pats game, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, at the end of the game, and
I remember that
Fitzpatrick
one.
throws to T.J. Graham.
Well, we had a good look with T.J. Graham, and we wanted to go for it. Ah!
Why would you ever do that? I mean,
It makes no sense when, like, things come down to the wire, the absolute most important part of the season. That's when you decide to get cute. Wouldn't you want to be, this is where we take our best guy who we've ridden all year long and say, you go win it for us, Rudy.
right,
well, not Rudy. That's a bad example.
But that's the thing.
Opposite. But.
This isn't running back X.
Yeah.
It's not Le'Veon Bell. Just some guy. Like, Bell is a nice player, but it's not like...
Well, he's actually really
it's
good
not
this
like,
season.
but it's not some, like, skinny little back who's going to
he's
juke people
enormous.
around. It's the hardest
His
running back.
His nickname is Beast Mode.
The hardest running back in the league to take down.
Yeah.
And you have 3 shots at getting 1 yard. And you gave it to Tom Brady.
Yes.
I mean, okay, look, if they do it against Kansas City, if the opponent's Kansas City, and it's like, wow, what an ending to the Super Bowl. Kansas City gets one. They haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, good for them.
What a crazy ending. Great Super Bowl. But it's Tom Brady. And, like, can we just give him anything more? Free breaks. Also, covering a tight end. Rob Gronkowski with a linebacker all night. Good plan with a touchdown throw.
Yes,
it's just,
that did
sort
not
of
work out well for them.
not that relevant to the end of the game, but I mean, still, it was an easy touchdown catch, and somehow a linebacker gets matched up one-on-one. So, good, great. Belichick out-coached another guy and got a Super Bowl. That makes everybody feel awesome.
And no one's talking about cheating to get there. It's just, hey, look at this wild Super Bowl that happened. The NFL will wrap up the Deflategate investigation in 3 weeks, and it'll just be like, meh. That'll be their written statement. Meh.
I always
They're
thought
done.
that it made a big difference who won the game with the Deflategate, because if the Patriots win the game, you can't make their victory look not legit. It has to look like, it was no big deal, didn't really help them.
Sweep it over there under the rug.
Let's not ever talk about it ever again. No deflated footballs here. But if they lost, then they could pile on.
Yeah.
Like, well, they lost 50-14, and look, they were cheating before, so we're going to really drop the hammer on them. I'm guessing, what, $25,000?
Yeah, maybe a fine.
No
at
suspension.
Most. It'll just they're not going to make their Super Bowl champion look questionable after the fact.
They will find nothing in this investigation, I'm sure, or not enough to really lay it down. So now we have to deal with another year of the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Woo! Just when you thought they were done, this eternal dynasty lives on.
One good thing happened before we go.
Oh.
Adam Schefter reported that Rex Ryan might be interested in trying to bring back Darrelle Revis if the Patriots let him go. Pro, con?
Pro, he's not on the Patriots anymore.
That's
pro, even if he's not as good as he once was, putting him opposite Gilmore, please sign me up for that. Con, it'll be expensive, but another pro, you're the Bills and you have lots of money. You have a lot of space that no one else has. Not no one else, but very few teams have.
Jerry Hughes or Darrelle Revis, which one do you want?
In a 3-4, in Rex's 3-4.
If he plays a 3-4?
Hybrid, you're still thinking Revis, I think.
Revis. I'd like Revis. And if he wants to sign a one-year deal, good. I think the Bills can be a winning team next year. They've got the talent. The quarterback position is still...
That's also map.
Yeah, that's right. But we'll see. But with that defense, with Revis, with Stephon Gilmore, they can carry you. And maybe they get the run game together with a offensive coordinator that specializes in the run game.
Yeah, so go Bills.
Shift Change Videocast. Good day. Enjoy the Patriots being the Super Bowl champs.